Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you give a brief introduction about yourself?
Sure, sir. Sir, my name is Sarthak, and I have done my degree with BCom. Recently, I have graduated from Old Usmania University, and I'm right now thinking to do PG, sir.
Yeah, right
And
now.
also, I'm thinking to do PG, that is MBA as well, and thought to upgrade my skills in data analytics with Excelytics.
There is some, problem. I think. Can you repeat?
Sure, sir, no problem. Sir,
I think your
my
mic
name is
is.
Sarthak.
Yeah, your mic is very close. I think.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Okay. Can you repeat?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, first of all, good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much. I am Sarthak, sir, and I have completed my degree in graduation in BCom from KC Member College, and I'm thinking to do PG in FD as well. But I want to upgrade my skills in data analytics. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, sir.
Hello. Yeah. Can you hear? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir. You are audible, sir.
Yeah. Okay. We'll start. So why do you want to learn Excel?
Sir, first of all, as a skill upgradation and also as a good placement opportunity in the market these days. This is very selected by the HR people. That's for sure.
Okay. So have you any idea about Excel? Have you got any idea already about Excel?
Yes, sir. Little bit idea is there because I think I have done advanced Excel from your institution only.
Okay, you have some idea about Excel. Actually,
Yes, sir.
your
Yes.
voice is a little bit not proper actually.
Sure, sir. Just give me one.
So why do you use Excel? Any idea why we use Excel? So Excel is used to store data. Okay. Also, you can perform any calculations and also for analyzing the data. Like if you are not able to respond, you can type in the chat box.
Sir, Excel is used for basically protecting the data and storing the data mainly.
Yeah, for storing the data, analyzing the data, and then for
Yes,
performing
sir.
calculations. Okay.
Yes,
Like Excel has been there in the market from last 40 years. Okay. It was there from 1985. So first version was called Multiplan. From the later version, it was named as Excel. So it is right now for around 40 years, it has been there in the market. What is cell?
sir. Cell is the area in which you type and enter all the data. Like uh, one in which your arrow is there right now. Your cursor is there.
Okay, the cell is intersection of row and a column. Okay,
Row and
this cell is intersection of this column and this row. What is this column? C. Row is
yes,
16. So what is the
yes.
cell address?
C16. C16.
C16, where you can see here in the name box.
Yes,
You can see the cell address in the name box. Okay, what
yes,
is
sir.
this cell address? Current cell address?
D18.
Yeah, D18. So it is intersection of row and a column. All these vertical things are columns. Like columns are labeled as alphabets, like A, B, C, all represent columns. Rows are numbers, 1, 2, 3. All these are numbers. Horizontal. Rows are
Yes,
horizontal,
sir.
columns are vertical. Okay, is this
Yes, sir.
understood? What is a worksheet?
Worksheet is a mixture of rows and columns.
Yeah, it is all these cells, all this collection of all these cells put together is called a sheet or worksheet or sheet tab. Okay, right now, what is the sheet I am
Yes.
in? What is the name of the sheet which I am in?
Keyboard shortcut list, I think. No, about
No,
Excel. Sorry.
yeah, right now I am in about Excel. Okay, right now, which sheet I am in?
Excel UI, sir.
Excel UI. So this sheet name is customized QAT.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
collection of what is workbook? Collection of all
Workbook
these
is
sheets put together. Yeah,
workbook.
workbook is a file where you have all these sheets, collection of all these sheets put together. Like you have this in this workbook. What is the name of this workbook? Excelytics Excel training,
Yes, sir.
where you can see in the title bar in the top here,
Yes,
this Excelytics
yes,
Excel
sir.
training. This is the name of this workbook.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in this workbook, you have different sheets. Like what is the sheet name? Home. about training, about Excel, Excel UI, customized
Yes,
QAT,
sir.
all these different sheets. Okay, you can see. So collection of all these sheets
Yes.
put together is called a workbook or a file.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is this understood? Like what is a row? Like what is a row? What is a column? What is a cell? What is a sheet? What is workbook?
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Coming to the object model of Excel, Excel is an application. Okay, inside this you have different workbooks or files, and
Yes,
inside the
sir.
workbook you have different sheets. Different sheets inside a workbook you have different sheets. Okay, inside a sheet you have data or cells. You have charts. You have tables. Okay, whatever the things that are there that you can find inside a worksheet.
Yes,
If you
sir.
take a PowerPoint, okay, PowerPoint, you see, you have presentation here. Okay, in the case of presentation, inside presentation, you have different slides. Inside the slide, you have the data or you have the charts, shapes, pictures, all the content that is stored is inside the slide. Okay,
Yes, sir.
coming to the object model of the PowerPoint. Okay, if you take PowerPoint as an application, you have presentation. Just like workbook here, you have presentation there, PPT. Okay, inside a PowerPoint presentation, you have the slides, different slides are there. Here in the case of workbook, Excel workbook, you have different sheets. There you have different slides.
Slide.
Yeah, inside a slide, you find all the data, content, charts, pictures, shapes, okay, tables, anything that will be there inside the slides. If you
Yes,
take
sir. Correct.
like Word as a application, you have document. Just like workbook, PowerPoint presentation, you have a document. That file name is document. Inside a
Yes,
document,
sir.
you have multiple pages, different pages, like page 1, page 2. Inside a document, you have different pages. Inside a particular page, you have content. Okay, you have the charts, you have pictures, you have the data. Okay, all these tables, everything will be there inside the pages. Like, is this understood?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. Excel, there are 4 types of extensions. Like, have you heard about this extension .xls, .xlsx?
I have heard this before, but I think I know a little bit about what these mean.
Okay, in the
There are
earlier
different.
versions, between 1997 to 2003, it was .xls like.
Yes, sir.
But today, when you save an Excel file, what is the format extension? By default extension, what is the default extension?
Excel SX,
Yeah, it
not
is
Excel
XLSX.
SX.
Yeah, it is XLSX from 2007, 2010, all these versions like 2010, 13, 16, 19, 21, and Office 365. Default extension is .xlsx. What is the difference between this earlier and this .xlsx? In
Sir,
XLS,
there are
it can store both data and macros.
hmm.
In XLSX, you can only store data. You cannot store macros. Okay, in
Sir,
Excel,
macros
yeah, macros are programs in Excel. Okay.
programs on Excel. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to do any automation, okay, you have to use Mac, like you need to write the programs in Excel that is using macros or VBA. That
Yes, sir.
will not, that we are not getting into. Okay, you need to just remember that if it is XLS, it can store both data as well as macros. If it is XLSX, it can only store data, but it cannot store macros. If you see, there are other 2 formats also extension. XLSM and XLSB. In both the cases, you can store both data as well as macros. But what is the difference between XLSM and XLSB? If you see XLSM, it's Excel macro enabled workbook. If you see XLSM, it is macro enabled workbook. Here you can store both data as well as macros. In XLSB also you can store both data as well as macros. But what is the difference between XLSM and XLSB?
Sir, it's more updated version.
No, in XLSB you can reduce the file size. Like for the same file, if you save it as XLSB, you can reduce the file size. Okay, that is the difference between XLSM and XLSB. In both the cases, you can store data as well as macros. But only difference in the case of XLSB is you can reduce the file size. Okay, is this understood? The difference between XLSM and XLSB extensions?
We can reduce the file size, right, sir? In XLSB.
Yeah, you can reduce the file size. Same file, you can reduce the file size using XLSB. If you save the file as .xlsb.
Okay.
Like suppose if this file is there, suppose. Example I am just showing. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
This in this case, orders.xls, what is the file size? 3067 KB. Yes, if it is in the if it is the same file, if it is in .xlsx, what is the file size?
Half of it. 14.
Yeah.
10.
But if you take XLSB, what is the file size?
815 KB.
Yeah, KB, 815 KB. When compared with XLSX, XLSB's file size is less. Okay,
how can we save in it another version, different version, sir, of the particular file?
I will just show you. Suppose I want to save this file only. I can go to save as. Okay, save as. I will click on browse. Okay, here you have this save as type Excel workbook. Here you have the options like Excel macro enabled workbook, which is XLSM. Excel binary workbook is XLSB. Here I can you can see Excel binary workbook is which format?
XLSB.
Yeah, XLSB. If it is Excel macro enabled workbook, it is XLSM. Excel workbook, it is XLSX, normal XLSX. Excel 2007, 97 to 2003, it is XLS. So you can save the file using save as, give the location, and then you can save it Excel 97 2003 means it is .xls. Okay, if it is binary workbook, it is .xlsb. If it is macro enabled, .xlsm. Excel workbook, .xlsx. By default, it is Excel workbook only. You can see here by default, it is Excel workbook, which is nothing but .xlsx. Okay, is this understood? How to save this as .xlsb?
Yes, sir. Understood.
You just need to select this binary workbook. Okay, and then mention any other name. Suppose I will give some other name. Okay, you can give the location. I will give desktop. So here this properties I will here this one is in which format? Saved as?
This one is, sir, in Excel binary, XLSB.
Yeah, XLSB here you can see in the end. Okay, it is saved as .xlsb only right now. What is the file size? File size it is showing
5.40 MB.
5.4 MB.
In XLS, it will be more.
Yeah, if it is Excel worksheet, this one is Excel worksheet. Go to properties.
It will be
Ideally, where XLSB will be having less file, less size.
yes, sir.
So if you take this count of rows for this different extensions, what is the number of rows in the case of dot XLS in a sheet?
65,536.
But if you take this format current dot XLSX, XLSM and XLSB, how many number of rows will be there in a particular sheet?
10,48,576.
Yeah, the column count is given by this, like columns in the case of dot XLS, it is 256. In this dot XLSX, it is 16,384, which is represented by the column address is XFT. Let me go to the bottom of this sheet. Okay, this is the last row. What is the row number? 10,48,576. In the
Yes.
last column, it is denoted by XFD, which is nothing but 16,384. Okay, this XFD is denoted by 16,384 is denoted by XFD. All the columns are in alphabets. All the rows are in numbers. How big is this? Like to understand how big is this worksheet? Can you just tell me the total number of cells in this particular sheet? What is the total number of cells? How to get the total number of cells? You have this rows and columns. Intersection of a row and a column is one cell. Like here in this, you have how many rows are there? 10,48,576 into
Yes,
number of columns. Into
16,380.
number of columns. So I will multiply both. I will multiply this rows multiplied by columns.
Yes,
Will give me the
correct.
total number of cells. So this many number of cells are there. Now I will calculate seconds in a particular year. Like how many days? 365 days I will take.
Into
Every
hours.
day I will have 24 hours. If I want in minutes, multiply by
60 minutes.
60. If I want in seconds, again multiply by
60 seconds.
60. So this is the total number of seconds in a year. Suppose I am taking 1 second to touch every cell using the mouse, and I want to touch all the cells in this particular sheet. How much time I will require in years if I want to calculate? How many seconds? If these many number of cells are there, if I take 1 second per cell, how many seconds it will take? This multiplied by 1 second per cell. So this many number of seconds. Is this understood? Total seconds?
Total seconds to fill the whole sheet.
In the whole sheet, if I want to touch every cell, I am taking 1 second. Okay.
Yes,
How many seconds I will take to touch the entire sheet? Number of cells multiplied by 1 second per cell. So that is nothing but this is the same value I will get in total seconds. Now, if I divide this by seconds in a year, I will get number of years. to touch all the cells. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Time needed to fill one sheet is this divided by seconds in a year. This total seconds by seconds per year will be number of years. Is this understood?
Yes, sir.
If there is any doubt, let me know. Like we are dividing this total cells or total seconds. It will take divided by seconds in a year. This will give me number of years to touch all the cells, taking one cell as 1 second per cell. How many years it will take to touch all the cells, taking 1 second per year, I mean per cell?
545, no, sir?
Yeah, 545 years it will take to touch all the cells. And you are taking, assuming one cell per, I mean 1 second, 1 second per cell. So this is just to show how big is that worksheet in Excel.
Yes, sir. Sir, how big is the worksheet? It is dependent on the versions only. No, if it is XLS, then it will be shorter.
Yeah, if it is, it depends upon the extension where in which you save. If you save the file as XLS, the number of rows are this and number of columns are this. 256
Less.
column count, rows is 65,536. But if you are saving the file,
Sir?
by default, we are saving the file in XLSX only currently.
Sir, which
Yeah.
is better version? We use XLS or XLSX like that?
My
Which
Excel
is the
by
better?
XLSX will have you have a number of rows and number of columns. As you can see, it will be larger. XLSX is better to use.
For any kind of data?
Yeah, for any kind of XLSX is much better, na? Like because you have number of columns and number of rows are in which case it is higher in a sheet.
XLSX only.
So obviously that is much better. And moreover, in XLSX, it is only storing data and you are not storing macros. It cannot store macros. In XLS, you can store both data as well as macros. In XLSX, it can only store data. It cannot store macros. Okay. So it is better to use XLSX rather than XLS because programs are sometimes there can be good programs or bad programs. Sometimes you get a file. Okay. From an unknown person. If it is an XLS file, if it is already the Excel file is in the .xls format, it can have some bad programs also. There can be like macros already inbuilt. Okay, that can be good or bad. Okay, which can harm your computer. It's okay. But if you are sending the file in XLSX format, it can only send the data. It cannot store macros actually. So this is safer also. Like XLSX is much safer also. Size is also big. Number of rows and number of columns are also big. Okay. Per
Yes,
sheet.
sir.
So which format is much better? XLSX is better when compared with both.
Sir, Excel SB is also good, no? Because it has binary format notebook. I mean, it stores
Yeah,
data as well.
if you want to reduce the file size, you can save it as XLSB format also.
Sir, what does a binary format workbook mean? Not.
Yeah, binary format is a binary like what is a binary means 0 and 1. It is
Zero.
digits, binary digits in computer are
Yes, sir.
0 and 1.
0 and 1.
But that is not much important or relevant. Okay. What is important is you can reduce the file size using XLSB.
Okay, sir. That also stores data as well as macros, no? Excel SB.
XLSB also, it can store both data as well as macros.
Macros.
But safety wise
Okay.
also, it is not safer. Like if you are sending it to somebody, okay, like generally it is advised to send in .xlsx. because it can only send, then you are able to only send the data. There will be no macros.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Macros, in macros, there can be a good program or bad program also, like which can harm your computer. Like it is like virus, like bad programs can harm your computer. I'm telling there are chances, there is no hard and fast rule, but there are chances like there can be some harm to the computer if it is from unknown sources. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, again, can you explain the meaning of macro, sir? I did not understand that part.
Yeah. Can you repeat?
Can you explain the macros meaning once again, sir? I did not understood it clearly.
Macros are programs that are written in Excel. Okay. It is outside of the scope of, like, we are going to discuss basics and advanced Excel. Okay. That macros is a completely different topic.
Yes, sir.
See, first of all, you need to understand basics of Excel and advanced Excel. Okay, macros,
Yes,
right
sir.
now it comes in a different course. We are not into that course actually. VBA macros is a different
Okay.
course altogether.
Different. Yes, sir.
It is just a programming only. It's like you are writing a code. Okay, just like Java, C++. Okay,
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
coming to this user interface, Excel user interface. This one is at the top. You are able to see this title bar where you can see the name of the file. What is this name of this file?
Excel application.
Here you have this name of the file. What is the name of this file? At the top, title bar.
Part 1 Excel.
Yeah, part 1 Excel training. This is the name of this Excel file. Okay. Adjacent to it, you have this quick access toolbar. What is quick access
Yes, sir.
toolbar? Just to the left of this title, you have this quick access toolbar. What is this quick access toolbar?
Let us do a task, sir. Like,
Yeah, if you want to,
go
like
to the previous.
whatever
like
things that you are doing quite frequently, you can add them to the quick access toolbar to reduce your time.
Yes,
Like
sir.
suppose if I want to apply borders, suppose I will remove this. Suppose if I want to apply the borders, what I will do actually, I have to go there here and apply all borders. Okay. I will just press Ctrl Z. What I can do is I can add these borders to the quick access toolbar. How to add to quick access toolbar? Just go to this all borders, right click. You have this option, add to
quick access
quick
toolbar.
access. Just add it. You are getting this all borders in the top. Now, how to apply
Yes, sir.
using this quick access toolbar? I will select this where I want to apply this all borders. I will press Alt,
Yes,
and then what is the number that is showing for this all borders? 3
3.
at the top. Yeah, Alt plus 3.
Yes,
Then
sir.
you can apply this. This is a shortcut now. Without using the mouse, you can use quick access toolbar. Okay, for applying all borders. Suppose I will use this again. I will select this, apply using the quick access toolbar, press Alt plus 3. This way you can apply the
Yes,
borders instead of using mouse. Like
yes.
otherwise, normally what you need to do, just select this, go to this drop down and then use select all borders. This way also you can do. Only thing is the work will become quicker when you use quick access toolbar. Like,
Sir, I have a doubt that how can you what is the top border means in the border border option. Top border means it highlights the top part.
Yeah, if you see, I will select this and then I will go to top border. Only the top one you are getting this line, top border. Only the top portion you are getting the border. If I use left border, left one you are getting. If I use bottom border, I will get bottom. If I use right, only right one. Okay.
If I
If I
want
use
to highlight the
all borders means all four sides will be, all the borders will be applied on the four sides of the cell.
Sir, if I
Yeah.
want to highlight the heading from the table, I want to highlight only the heading part. How do we do
Okay.
that? How to make it darken and highlight it? Basically,
You
heading.
want to highlight the
Highlight the heading part in a particular table. Heading part should be highlighted. It should be
yeah. If you suppose
darkened.
here I want to highlight, I want to bold it. I can use this bold. Okay. Otherwise, if I want to fill it with some color, I can use this fill color. If I want to change the font color, I can use the font color. Okay.
Sir.
Is this understood?
Yes, sir. Understood. And the border line can be highlighted too. The border line.
Yeah, border line. If I want to apply borders, I can use this all borders. Here, all borders is applied, which is black in color.
Okay. Oh, understood, sir. Okay.
If I want to change the color also, I can use it. If I want to erase the border, I erase border. Okay. And then I can use and then remove the borders also like. Okay. Is quick access toolbar understood? How to remove the thing from quick access toolbar? If I want to remove this, right click and then you have this option remove from quick access toolbar. You can remove the thing. If I want to add, go to this all borders. Suppose if I want to add this to the quick access toolbar, right click and then add to quick access toolbar. Suppose if I want to add this tables like this table, I want to add to quick access toolbar, right click, add to quick access toolbar. This is added now. This is the table like. If I want to convert anything to table, suppose now, if I want to convert any data into table, like I write some data like A, B, and then C, like 1, 2, and 3. Like this is a name, suppose this is a name, and then this is a class. So if I want to convert this into table, now what I can do is I will press Alt, and then what is the shortcut for table here? 4, using quick access toolbar, 4. Okay, then this create table, this box is opened. My table has headers. I will enable it and then click OK. Now I have converted into table. This data I have converted into table. Okay, using quick access toolbar I can do. Okay, if I want to remove, I right click and then remove from quick access toolbar. Okay, this is a way you can add or remove. Coming to this user interface. Okay, you have this ribbon. This is where you have different file tab, home tab, insert tab, page layout, formulas, data. Okay, right now I'm in which tab?
Home tab.
Yeah, this one is in which tab right now?
Insert tab.
Insert tab. Yeah. Coming to this different groups in home tab, you have clipboard group. This is the different groups, font group, alignment group, number group, styles. Okay, all these are different groups that are part of home tab. If you take formulas tab, what are the different groups? Can you just tell me? What are the different groups under formulas?
Insert functions, function library, define names, formula auditing, calculation one.
Yeah, all these are different groups. If you
Yes,
go
sir.
to view, what are the different groups in the view tab?
Workbook view, show, Zoom group, window one, and macros one.
Yeah, these are the different groups in the view tab. Okay, this is the name box where you
Yes,
can
the
see
name
the
box.
cell address. Like if I'm in this cell, what is the cell address? B3, which you can see in the name box. This is the formula bar. Adjacent to the name box, you have the formula bar where you can see the formulas or anything that has been written inside the cell. Okay. Here, like if you see in this cell title bar, you have this is the content inside this cell that you can see in the formula bar. If there are any formulas,
So right now, in the previous sheet, like you multiplied that numbers, no? So how you got that number? You can see in that formula bar
yeah,
that
here
you
you can see.
multiplied it.
Yeah, here if I select, you can see the formula that is there here in the formula bar.
Multiplied. Yes, sir.
Yeah, here you can see I have multiplied B45 by C45. This is B45
Yes,
and
sir.
C45. So this you can see in the formula bar. In the formula bar, you can
Yes, sir.
see exactly what is the formula written. Here it is showing the output. Okay. But here
Yes,
you can see the formula. Here also you can
yes,
see the
sir.
formula. What 365 multiplied by 24 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 60. This is the formula. Here you can see the formula that is B49 by B50 is the formula. This is the output. 545 is the output. Here it is already the content is there, total cells. That is the same thing that is being shown in the formula bar. Okay. Column labels A, B, C, all are column labels. All the vertical things are columns. Horizontal things are rows, which are represented by numbers. Okay. Row labels and column labels. Row labels 1, 2, 3 are row labels. Column labels A, B, C are column labels, and so on. In the bottom, you have different sheets. This is home sheet. Right now, I'm in which sheet?
Excel UI, sir.
Yeah, this one is about Excel. Okay. This is the status bar here adjacent in the bottom, which is in the ready mode. It is the status bar. In the right hand side, you have zoom options where you can zoom in and zoom out. If I want to reduce the zoom, I can click on minus, zoom in, plus. Okay, you can change the zoom on clicking minus and plus. Okay, is this Excel UI understood? User interface. UI stands for user interface.
User interface. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Understood, sir.
These are the shortcuts, keyboards shortcuts list. Okay. Suppose for if you want to save in Excel, what is the shortcut in Excel to save? Control
Control S.
plus, yeah, control. How to read? You can see control and S. This is save. Control plus S. Control plus S. This is the way you can read. Okay. If I
Okay.
want
Yeah.
print, what is the shortcut?
Control P.
Control P. This is the way you can read. If it is undo, what is the shortcut? Control Z.
Z.
Control Z is undo. If it is paste, Control V.
V.
If it is cut, Control X. This is cut. Control plus X is cut. If I want to bold, Control plus B. Copy, Control C.
Control C.
This is the way you can see you have all the shortcuts. Okay, you can go through this file. Okay, and use the relevant, like it's not mandatory. Okay, but only thing is by knowing shortcuts, you can save time. Like whatever the things that you use quite frequently, you can note down the shortcuts for that. Like for the things that you use frequently in your job or anywhere, okay, you can note down the shortcuts like to reduce the time.
Yes, sir.
But it's not mandatory. Like all these are not mandatory. It's just for knowledge purpose or for reducing the time. You can use these shortcuts. I have discussed the regular shortcuts like cut, copy, paste, save, print,
Yes.
undo, general shortcuts, which are quite frequently used. So for save, it is Control S. If it is undo, Control Z, paste, Control V, cut, it is Control X. Okay, print, Control P. Okay, this way you can use the shortcuts like select all, Control A. Okay, copy, Control C. Fill down, suppose fill down, what is the shortcut? Control plus,
Control D.
what is the
Control D.
shortcut? Control D. Yeah, if it is find, what is the shortcut?
Control F.
Yeah, find, Control F. Replace,
Sir,
Control.
sir, I have a doubt, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
for selecting everything we will select, we'll press Control A, no?
Can you repeat?
Control A. Control A is
Control
for
A.
selecting all.
Yeah, select all.
Then Alt A also same thing, no, sir? Alt A.
Yeah. Alt.
Alt A.
Alt A, there is
Alt
no
A.
shortcut key. No.
No shortcut.
There,
Okay.
there is no shortcut. You can see here Alt A, there is no shortcut.
Okay, sir. And sir, for finding Control F, what we can find with that key, with that shortcut?
Suppose in this, that we'll discuss later. F is for finding. Suppose for finding some any, like suppose if I want to see this paste, how many cells there is a paste written, like here paste is there. In how many cells this paste is there? I will use Control plus F. I want to find paste in this sheet. I will write this paste and then find all. Like you will get
Okay,
where, like in this, like B4 cell, like B4 is, this is the cell, like this one is B4 only.
Yes, sir.
Paste name formula. Next one I will click on C4. C4 is, this is C4, where paste is there, like paste function, like next one I will click. It is taking to D35. Where is D35? This is D35. This is D35. You have paste. Okay, wherever there is paste, it is finding that particular thing. Find using Control F, you are able to find this. Okay. Is this understood?
Yes, sir.
Find. We'll, however, discuss later in the class. Actually, this find and replace we'll discuss separately. Since you have asked, I have told you.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts so far in today's class?
No doubt, sir. Clear it. Everything is clear.
Okay, then we'll continue later again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. 12:30, sir.
Yeah, 12:30.
Fine, sir. Fine. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Sir,